What's up guys, and welcome back to a brand new video today here on CodeNamePizza, and welcome to this video that I've been wanting to make for so long, which is the top 5 things that Infinity Ward zombies did better than TREYARCH zombies. Now this is not to say that TREYARCH is worse than IW, and this isn't to say that IW is worse than TREYARCH. There's definitely some things in both zombie experiences that I preferred, and that is what I want to share with you guys today. Now of course this wouldn't be fair unless next week we actually do the complete opposite video and do what TREYARCH did better than IW, because there's definitely examples of things they did better for both companies. But today is of course what IW did better than TREYARCH zombies, and trust me, there's quite a lot. So sit back, relax, enjoy this video. If you guys haven't done already, make sure you absolutely smash that like button right now. Let's aim for a crazy like goal of 5,115 likes. I know you guys can do it. Leave a comment in the comment section below saying IW or TREYARCH. And without further ado, boys, subscribe if you are brand new. And let's jump straight into the video.
Number 5.
Now, none of these are actually in a correct order. Like, none of them are better than the other. There's just some things that stand out for me personally as a zombies player, and everyone plays zombies differently. So this is basically my list, okay? Now, coming in at number 5 is Mule Kick versus Mule Munchies. Now, back in Black Ops 1, we got this revolutionary perk called Mule Kick. People love it, people hate it, but at the end of the day, all throughout World at War, every single person wanted the ability to have more weapons, and they brought that in a perk form on Moon, on BO1, as Mule Kick. It basically allowed us to now have 3 weapons instead of 2, which is really revolutionary when it actually came to how much ammo you could hold and how many zombies you could kill before you have to go and hit the mystery box again, go and pack a punch, and get a weapon that could actually kill on high rounds. Fast forward over 3 years later, and we get a revolutionary perk once again on IW zombies. Now this is pretty much a cut and copy of Mule Kick, which is now called Mule Munchies, but with one big difference. And this big difference makes a huge impact into the way you play zombies and how easy it is to actually get kills and not screw over your game. And this is the tiny symbol that you guys see in the bottom right corner of the screen, identifying exactly which weapon that you are holding is your Mule Munchies weapon, or your Mule Kick weapon, or your third weapon that if you go down, you will lose. It makes the game so much easier to control, and there's less chance of you screwing yourself over because your first 2 weapon slots are now guaranteed to hold those weapons that you want. The third weapon slot can be held for a third best weapon instead of being in a TREYARCH game and accidentally holding the ray gun or the thunder gun or something that is gonna last until a high round in that third weapon slot, so when you go down, you lose. So that is why Mule Munchies is on this list at number 5, a very strong contender in my opinion on this list. But let's go and see what is at number 4.
Number 4.
So coming in at number 4 is something that's also very revolutionary when it comes to IW zombies and zombies in general, but this is now going over to something huge, something we always asked for, something that TREYARCH never delivered except from that pesky RK5. And I know what you guys are thinking, you know what I'm thinking. I'm talking about that super Easter egg. Now let's go back to TREYARCH for 1 second. BO1, we wanted that super Easter egg. We never got it. BO2, we wanted that super Easter egg. And you know what? Granted, BO2 had a bigger one than Black Ops 3. If we go back and have a look at the end game from Buried, we could have 2 endings depending on what Easter eggs we did inside of that game. That was a pretty badass ending, and I'm pretty happy about that super Easter egg. But then let's roll on. The most revolutionary zombies game ever, Black Ops 3. People are still playing it today. People played so much of Black Ops 3. And you know what? We got an RK5. It was a little bit underwhelming, you got to admit. It was a weapon that we could just buy from the starting room anyway for 500 points that we just got for free. Granted, it's pretty good on Moon for Area 51, but no, it's not revolutionary at all. It ain't that great. But now let's jump ahead. Let's jump ahead 1.5 full years. And you know what we had? You know what we had last week? From the time I'm recording this, last week, we got the super Easter egg we always dreamed of. As long as you beat every single Easter egg inside of IW Zombies, so Spaceland, Rave in the Redwood, Shaolin Shuffle, Attack of the Radioactive Thing, and of course the Beast from Beyond, that unlocked Director's Cut. The ability to start every single map that we've already played with all the perks on the map. A full perkaholic, 25,000 points, and double Pack-a-Punch. What more could we ask for? This is so awesome. But that wasn't it. Once we actually completed every single one of those maps inside of this Director's Cut mode, we unlocked a super Easter egg boss fight. What is the one thing that everyone loves inside of zombies at the moment? It's boss fights. Boss fights, boss fights, boss fights. From the moment we started Black Ops 3 and got those boss fights, even if we go back to AW with that boss fight, we have got boss fight fever over here, boys. And IW delivered. We got a super Easter egg boss fight, which is not just ridiculously tough and hard to beat. It's also extremely badass and very, very cool. And you got to admit, IW delivered. They gave us exactly what they want. They listened to the community. We got this super Easter egg. We got the katana inside of Shaolin Shuffle. We got the chainsaw that we always wanted inside of Raven the Redwoods. We got everything that we ever asked for inside this community, inside of the Black Ops 3 season that Treyarch couldn't deliver. IW came, picked up the pieces, and gave us all the stuff we needed. So huge thank you to IW. But let's get on to number 3 on this list right now.
Number 3.
And in at number 3, boys, we have got traps. Let's just look back at Black Ops traps, okay? The Treyarch traps that we know and love. They are cuts and copies from older maps. There's no revolutionary traps out there. I've got to say this. If we look at the entirety of Black Ops 3, what have we got? Let's look at my boy Shadows of Evil. We got the chain traps. Yeah, we've never had chain traps before, but they're pretty much exactly the same as the electric traps, but a different texture. We've got the electric traps under Eisendrach. Exactly the same. We've got our boys, the Flingers on Gorod Krovi. We've had them before. We don't want to see these same traps over and over again and bring in IW. Look what we've got, boys. Look what we have got. We have got some insane traps. And this is all just on the first map, Zombies in Space Side. They delivered hard. They gave us the crocodile trap. They gave us the disco ball trap. They gave us the tornado trap. They gave us a ride that spins around killing zombies. And they gave us the rocket trap. These are all traps that were legitimately just on that first level, and they even got better as they went along. Look at the next map, Raven the Redwoods. We got a wood chipper that the zombies got sucked into and cut into tiny pieces. The traps on this game were incredible, and you guys have got to admit that they were insane, okay? The traps are legendary on IW maps, and that is why they're on the list at number 3. But let's carry this thing on right now with number 2, and we are going to go with this right now. Are you ready?
Number 2.
So coming in at number 2, we have got grenades. Now, you guys are probably thinking, yo, Pizza, the grenades aren't that great. The grenades are really good, okay? They are really good. If we look at Treyarch, yeah, we had some cool grenades. I got to admit, we finally got the upgrade to the Monkey Bomb. We got the G-Strike grenade, but I've got to admit, in Black Ops 3, they've not been that great. I mean, G-Strike is just a cut and copy from Black Ops 2. Upgraded Monkey Bomb is the only unique grenade that we had inside of that game, except for my boy Lil Arnie. I'm going to put my Lil Arnie aside, because he's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of Lil Arnie's. But let's go and have a look at IW right now, okay? They came in with a cryogen grenade. Now, this thing is sick. It freezes the zombies. Granted, it's not amazing, but it's cool, and that's what I like about IW Zombies. Everything they tried to do was all for the cool factor, and that is what I like. We had the transponder, we had the rewind grenade. Just think about rewind grenade. That thing changes the way you play zombies completely. If you get trapped in a corner, rewind grenade straight out of there, you will be safe instantly. All these grenades add up to make a very cool experience when it comes to grenades, considering even if you've got Mule Munchies, you've still got 3 weapons, and then the grenades. It's super cool, and that's why I think grenades definitely deserve a spot on this list right here. But let's move on to the final thing on this list right now that I believe that IW did better than Treyarch.
Number 5.
And in at number 5, we are talking about Fate and Fortune cards. Now, don't get me wrong, Gobblegums were revolutionary. The first time we ever saw anything like that was inside of Black Ops 3, so I've got to hand it to Treyarch. They did an amazing job, and Gobblegums absolutely went crazy. And this is not to say that there's Gobblegums that are worse than Fate and Fortune cards, or there's Fate and Fortune cards that are better than Gobblegums. In fact, there's not really any Fate and Fortune cards that stand out, in my opinion, that are better than Treyarch. The reason why they are on the list is the execution of how you use them in the map. Think about it. If you go into a boss fight on a Treyarch game, you can only take in 1 Gobblegum. 1 Gobblegum before you go in. There's no Gobblegum machines inside the boss fight, so you can get 1 and only 1. You have to pick 1. Before you go into a game of IW, you can pick 5 cards. And as long as you fill up that meter in the boss fight, you basically have the potential of using 5 Fate and Fortune cards to help you out inside those boss fights. And that is why they are on this list. The execution of how you actually use them inside the map really does work better than just have the ability to get 1 Gobblegum and 1 Gobblegum only, and I prefer that. Now, bear in mind, everything on this list was my opinion and my opinion only. Hopefully you guys agreed with at least some of it, and with that said, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys guys really enjoyed this one. And of course, I'm going to be coming back very, very soon, giving you guys the top 5 things in TREYARCH maps that I actually prefer more than IW maps. Once again, just stating that I do not hate either companies. They are both absolutely amazing. I love both of their zombie titles. I do not prefer either one. They are both great. They've smashed it over the past 2 years, and there we go. If you guys enjoyed this video at all, smash that like button. Let's aim for 5,115 likes on this video, boys. Subscribe if you are brand new. Leave a comment in the comment section below right now saying IW or TREYARCH, and I will see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.